There is a stock in my portfolio that I have no choice but to sell as soon as humanly possible. We're going to be talking about that in this video. And also, I'm going to be talking about some things like what stocks I'm going to be buying as I reallocate the cash from that sale. I'm also going to be taking a moment to talk about Representative Greg Steube. He made an incredible stock trade just a few weeks ago, and I basically going to just investigate the trade with you guys, and we're going to figure out if he is a politician worth tracking, worth copying in the future, okay? Yeah, really good stuff from him. So just before we get started, let's do a little bit of a portfolio update. Right now, we are at $11,300 in the portfolio. So if we subtract the $100 from the weekly deposit, we are actually sitting at about a 12% gain right now in the portfolio. And actually, I took this screenshot a day ago, and I think that we had a down day in the market. So I'm actually only up about 10 to 11% in the account. Honestly, guys, for this just being the second week, that's really good. That's a good return. I think we got the timing just perfect. We got just right as we were coming out of that correction in the stock market. That's when we initiated that 10K and invested everything. So I think we got in at a good time. I'm liking where we're at right now. All right, so out of all the stocks I own, which one am I selling? Which one's going bye-bye? Who do you think it is? I will tell you this. It is a pharmaceutical company. It's my third largest position, and I'm currently down, I think, 1% on it. Yeah, who do you think it is? I'll tell you. Eli Lilly. That's the stock. Yeah, I'm going to have to pull the plug on this one because I made a mistake in choosing this one for the portfolio. I'll admit it. Yes, I made a mistake. Now, before we get into the mistake that I made and talking about the plan after I sell it, if you guys could just like and subscribe to the video. If you watch my videos, this helps out a lot. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, let's jump in. All right, so why am I going to sell Eli Lilly stock? All right, so I'm on Altoneer.com right now. I have Ronald Wyden's portfolio pulled up, and the reason why is because he is the main reason why I got into Eli Lilly. And it was a bit of an oversight on my end, but I guess I didn't exactly look at his trades close enough. And after doing my rounds of just checking up on the stocks that I own, I actually discovered that he doesn't own any Eli Lilly. So he has this purchase here for 100,000. So just off of first glance, it's like, oh yes, yeah, he owns it. But actually, if you look right under that, there's another Eli Lilly transaction, and it's for a $100,000 sale. A full sale. And since it was under this, I kind of just assumed that, you know, he owns the stock, but it turns out that he doesn't, because he sold this on February 10th. He purchased this on January 22nd. So January, February. So he buys in January. The next month would be February. He sells. Dude doesn't own Eli Lilly. I'm getting out. That's a huge mistake on my end. Like, yeah, it happens. Like these types of things happen, and you know, I'm not going to get too emotional about it. It's, you know, it doesn't meet my criteria anymore. I'm cutting it off. There were some other reasons why I was in Eli Lilly, and these were more of like supporting reasons as to why I would, you know, get into it, like things that would sway me into getting into it. A politician I like to track, Mark Wayne Mullen, he's into this stock. So now that I've told you that, you might be asking, why am I selling the full position? Why am I not selling 80% of it? Because Ron Wyden was the main pull, the main reason why I got in. But I do have these other politicians buying in that, you know, swayed me in the first place as well. Well, Mark Wayne Mullen, he, in my book, he is known primarily for investing into defense contracting companies. He sits on the Armed Services Committee and all that. And he's really good at timing the market when it comes to those types of stocks. So I went ahead and just said, you know what, if he's buying this one, I see that he's doing good over in these other areas. You know, this just makes it all the more compelling to me. But also another thing, Mark Wayne Mullen's not a senator anymore, so we don't get his stock trades any longer. So, and also I own one share, so I'm just going to sell my one share and get out. I can't really sell a half share right now. So I'm just going to pull the plug and get out of this one. And also just circling back to Ron Wyden, the reason why I believed in Ron Wyden's trades so much is because he had a 123% return in 2024. And It wasn't just a one-off trade that he made that went really well. He made several trades that ended up doing really well and propped his portfolio up a lot. So that's why I wanted to, get into that Eli Lilly, is because I thought back then, I thought that that was like the only stock he's purchased in the last couple of years. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. Turns out he doesn't even own the stock. So that's my bad. But yeah, now, so what am I going to do with the money after I make the sale, and why haven't I made the sale already? So let me talk about why I haven't made the sale. Right now, I started this new account with Fidelity, and at the moment, my account, for whatever reason, is like on some kind of like security hold or something. I can still trade in and out of stocks. I can still withdraw my money if I wanted to. I just have to go through support to do that. Right now, they're doing something in the background, and they said I would be able to, trade stocks freely on my own. Already should have been able to, but I'm still not able to. So I'm hoping hopefully tomorrow or sometime next week, I'm going to be able to trade stocks again. Whenever I have that chance to start trading again, boom, I'm going to sell out and execute my plan, which here's my plan. I'm going to have about $1,000 after I sell Eli Lilly. Eli Lilly is like a $900 stock. I also have an extra $100 in the account from my initial weekly deposit. So like in the account, I'm doing a weekly $100 deposit. So I'm going to be buying new stocks every single week. I think that's a good thing to do for anybody starting out in a portfolio. So the reason why I started this portfolio at $10,000 is because I wanted it to be realistic for everybody watching here. Some people don't even have, $10,000 to invest, but also the majority of people don't just have like six figures laying around just to start a new portfolio. So I wanted to start it at something a little bit moderate, $10,000, and then add $100 a week. I think that's doable for most of you guys. And if you want to take investing seriously and you want to actually have it impact your financial life, you need to actually put the dough in to make that happen. So I'm basically going to be showing you guys how quick you can grow a portfolio. After a year, we're going to be in a good spot, I believe, with those $100 deposits, and then just also the account just incurring interest over time and going up in value. So I think it's going to be a good test there. All right, so where am I going to put this $1,000? I thought about this for a while. I've been thinking about it actually for about a week now, where I'm going to be putting this $1,000. And I've decided that I'm not going to buy any brand new stocks. I am just going to reallocate these funds into existing positions in the portfolio. And the reason why I'm doing that is because there's a low chance that I'm going to be selling out of a $900 stock or selling $900 worth of stock in the foreseeable future. It's going to be a while. It might be months until I am selling like $900 worth of stocks. So I'm not going to be having $1,000 in free cash to invest. So I'm planning on basically putting this money into stocks that are over $100 per share that I still want to build out those positions in. So yeah, that's my plan. So for example, with this thought in mind, I went ahead and highlighted all of the stocks in the portfolio. Let's zoom in here if we can. All right, I can't zoom in. No problem. It's cutting it off. So anyway, we got AMD. It's trading at $300 a share. Gosh, that one's doing amazing. We're up 35% on this stock already. Really great. It's probably going to surpass a Core Holdings. We'll see. We got Micron. This was $487 stock. We have Amazon. It's a $255 stock. We have Meta, $670. Installed Building Products, $300 stock. We got our Google here, $340. Canadian IMP Bank, Imperial Bank, it's $108. And then we got Intap, $111, Adobe, $255, Vistra, $155, and ServiceNow, $103. This screenshot was actually taken like 24 hours ago, so these prices are slightly different. And actually, ServiceNow at the moment is trading under $100 per share. All right, so which stocks am I going to be buying? I'll tell you this right now. Out of the stocks that are highlighted here, I'm picking 3 of these stocks. And if you want to do a little game here right now, you can pause the video and guess which 3, because I'm about to tell you in about 3, 2, 1. go. Okay, these are the stocks I'm going to be buying. Vistra Energy, Meta, and Now. I'm going to be purchasing one share of each of these companies, and I'm going to do a little breakdown here of why, the reasoning as to why I chose these stocks. And yeah, let's start off. Let's get into this. So first off, we have Vistra Corp. It's $156 per share. We got Meta Platforms. It's $659 per share trading right now. You know what? Here's my thinking process with these ones. Like, this stock is down right now. That's good. That's good news. Until my account opens up to where I can actually, sell Eli Lilly and then buy these stocks. I want these stocks to downtrend as much as humanly possible because I want to get a discount on these trades. And actually, that's happening right now for ServiceNow. ServiceNow was down 17%, I think, on some bad earnings. Great. Give me the discount in the short term. I want 17% off. Let's go. That's my thinking process. It's not even $100 anymore. It's $84 now per share. So I'm going to be buying a share of that. Yeah, I'm going to stick with ServiceNow. It's a small position in my portfolio, I think. So let's increase it. Why not? Yeah, we're getting a 17% discount. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It looks like it's already up after hours, so it's probably gonna go higher and bounce off of that low there. But hopefully I can trade tomorrow and get in at a cheaper price, like $84. So now circling back to Vistra Corp, this is a Nancy Pelosi stock, guys. Okay, I want more Nancy Pelosi up in my portfolio. Absolutely. Also, we have this like giant surge of just politicians, this like specifically gal politicians. We got Nancy Pelosi, Julia Johnson, Lisa McClain, Julia Letlow, all just buying the stock kind of just recently. Don't really know why that's the trend at the moment, but they're all loading in, and like the sentiment's looking really good for the stock in 2025 and 2026. I mean, all these sales on here were made like 6 to 7 years ago. So recent sentiment on Vistra Corp is really good, really high. That's why I want to add to this position. And then Meta Platforms, really good sentiment. We got some big boy buys coming in from Cleo Fields here. We got Mark Wayne Mullen buying. I said I like Mark Wayne Mullen. We got Gilbert Cisneros up in here. And I think we recently had April 9th. This would have been a couple days after I made my initial video explaining my picks for the portfolio. So I didn't actually have this sale when I made that video. So this is a brand new sale of Meta. I'm not too scared. Ro Khanna wasn't really a reason why I was getting into it. And it's also a pretty insignificant amount of money that he's selling out. So I think we're good. As long as Cleo Fields is, putting up the big boy numbers. And for Mark Wayne Mullen, he put in a big boy buy order too. As far as Mark Wayne Mullen's trades goes, I'm thinking I'm going to be holding on to any of those stocks for about a year, just on his trade alone. So like, for instance, if Cleo Fields ends up selling out, I'm probably still going to hold Meta for about a year, since I started the portfolio and bought Meta, just because Mark Wayne Mullen bought it. So if all these politicians sell out, I'm going to be holding for at least a year, and then I'll jump out because Mark Wayne Mullen did buy. And then let's get back to ServiceNow. Like I said, down 17%. Let's look at it on Alteneir here. Sentiment's looking really good still. All recent purchases coming in from politicians. It's all around looking like a good play. All right, so next thing I want to talk about here is Steube. So this politician doesn't really disclose a whole lot of stock trades. In fact, he's done a lot of selling stocks since he joined Congress. Recently, for whatever reason, just out of nowhere, the guy discloses some stock trades, 2 of them, and one of them's just on fire. It's IonQ. So let's just read this, and then we'll go into Altoneer and look into some of his trades for you. So Steube's making a name for himself. Handshake. 36 days ago at this point, he purchased IonQ. He's up 49% since. Imagine getting into a stock. 1 month later, you're up like 50% basically. Wow, that's a great return. If you need a politician to track, this might be him. Okay, I take those words lightly. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see if he makes other trades in the future, and let's see how those play out. That's how this game works. Let's sit on the bench here, sit on the sidelines, and observe his trades just for a while until we decide for sure that he is one of the greats. Okay, that's all you can do really, is sit on the sidelines. This post had 560 upvotes on Reddit. I can't really see how many views it had. I think it has like 200,000 views. So a lot of people are liking this one. I think a lot of people are buying the stock too, to be honest. A lot of people buy the stocks after I post about it here on Reddit. So yeah, so here are his trades. He bought IonQ, which we'll look at, and then he bought Marriott International. So interesting. And then also I want to take you through some of these other trades. So he's done a lot of trading on this SNV. I didn't see anything interesting about it. He just buys and sells out of it quite consistently ever since 2019, and that's all he does. I don't really know why he's like swing trading that stock and just that one only. I also don't know if it's really working out for him either. But he recently came out and disclosed some new stocks. He's getting less vanilla with it and getting fruity. So let's go ahead and go to IonQ. The market was down today. IonQ is down about almost 8% on the day, so that kind of ruined his gains a little bit. Let's see where he would have been. 46%. He was up 49% at the peak when I posted that Reddit post. Since his disclosure, he's up about flat. And then from the bottom here, he's up 64% if you look at that part. So, you know, he's doing pretty good. Let's compare this to the NASDAQ. Yeah, massively outperforming. And even just compared to the S&P 500, it's only up 7.3% in the same time frame since he purchased, and he's up 34%. So it's still a really good trade. We're still in the very early stages of this trade. He hasn't sold out yet. I think you can't judge a book by its cover immediately. So let's give it a couple months and see how IonQ performs over time. Let's even give it a year. Let's see how it performs over the next year. And then also he bought a stock called Marriott International. It's actually not up a lot. So I kind of had the feeling that, hey, if he's really good at picking stocks like someone like Debbie Schultz, you know, I put trust in trades that Debbie Schultz gets into because she has a history of outperforming the markets with her small cap stock trades. So guy comes out, trades some random stocks out of nowhere. One of them's doing really well. Is this one going to do well? I don't know. Maybe. Let's watch and see. That's my philosophy on this. All right, so now let's get into the good news we have for Bitcoin. We recently had a new disclosure come out from Sherry Biggs here. She bought IBIT. It's a Bitcoin ETF. She went in and did a big girl buy, $250,000, a quarter mil into this. She's already up 6.3%. She's double the performance of the S&P 500 at the moment. If you guys are aware of my portfolio right now, my holdings, you would know that I do not own this ETF. I own another Bitcoin ETF. But here's the thing. It doesn't really matter too much. Politicians are out here buying straight up Bitcoin. They're buying several different types of Bitcoin ETFs and trusts. It's all the same. They all track Bitcoin. They're all bullish on Bitcoin. So if I just own an ETF over here, it's not such a big deal when another politician buys a different form of Bitcoin or a different way to track Bitcoin. It's all bullish sentiment in my book. And let's just show you real quick. Let's go to trades here. Let's look up Bitcoin. See, this is the one I own, BITB. Look at this. What do you guys see here? So much bullish sentiment. These politicians, they're buying the dip. They ain't leaving. They're buying the dip, guys. It's all good. It's great. This is great to see. This is what I want to see with our investments. I want to see politicians continually buying and buying and buying and not selling. I want to just see buying. That's what makes me feel confident in that investment. Honestly, if the trend continues and Bitcoin stays low, might have to add more, but we'll see with the $100 weekly deposits. You know, that Bitcoin ETF, I believe This is the one we have. It's like $50. So yeah, that's definitely in the playbook for new purchases going forward after I deploy that $1,000 into those 3 stocks I mentioned. So yeah. Alrighty guys. So now that we've covered everything, I want to take a moment to talk more about Alteneir. Unfortunately, Landen's not here. He's off on a trip, so he's not going to be able to talk about it with me. Usually, if you've seen the other videos, usually we jump in a call and we talk about some cool feature that Alteneir has in the towards the end of the videos. So he's not going to be here with us today. But you know, honestly, here's what I can say to you guys. If you want to trade stocks long term and you want it to make a difference in your life, you need to get serious. Okay, plain and simple. If you don't get serious about something in your life, it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna work out. You know, like if you don't get serious about getting that job, you're not gonna get it. Okay, if you're not serious about getting a raise at work, you're not gonna get it. You have to ask. You know, you have to do all these things. You have to work harder. You have to do all these things to get noticed, to get raises and stuff. Anyways, it works the same ways with everything in life, including investing. So you need to be taking it seriously. You need to set the money aside. You need to allocate the funds and make it happen. So here's what you need to do. You need to go to Trades tab. You need to get into the data. You need to do the research. And you need to learn this stuff like I have. You need to do the same stuff that I am doing. You need to dive into it and get deep. Here's just something cool that happens when you really start to make a change in your life and you really start to take things seriously. I started following the politicians 3 years ago. I started posting online about it. Alteneir exists now because of my, you know, like all the due diligence I've done, all of the research I have done, and the know-how that I have learned. Alteneir now exists. That brought me to Washington, D.C., where I was interviewed, and I shook hands with actual senators. Okay, I went to the offices of some of the politicians. I literally copy every single day, like their stock trades. I have 6 figures invested into the stock market right now, and I'm 24. I don't know if that's impressive to some people. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But that's just where I am. That is what is actually possible. I am a living proof example of what is actually possible if you step up your game, if you start taking life seriously and start taking investing seriously. This is the stuff that can happen. Now, here's the final slide here, guys. Alteneir isn't free. It's $45 a month, or it's $38 per year billed annually. Okay. But here's the point of me showing you this. If you guys can't swing $45 to take your life seriously and get to the point where I am, the living proof example, that's saying something. You guys need to put in the work. You guys need to start taking things seriously, okay? Now let's get into pretty much the meat and sauce of Alteneir. I mean, this is like the place that I am every single day. This is the thing I use the most. We do have a community, like a Discord. I think we have like almost 150 plus members in there right now. So we kind of just talk about stocks and that sort of thing and do research together. But this is the main thing. So new trades come in just like this. We got Maria Salazar. She just jumped into some stocks. She purchased a lot of stocks actually recently, but her trades came in. You know, she disclosed these on yesterday. So they came in yesterday. You can click on the trades and see how she's doing. She's doing pretty good on this one at the moment. Yeah, you can research. It tells you what committee she sits on. And also, it will tell you, this is highlighted in gold. I call these golden trades, baby. Why? Because when you get into here, she bought Citigroup. Okay? This is a bank, I believe. She sits on the Financial Services Committee. She has direct jurisdiction over this company's industry. She has extra insights. You know, you could say one word, you know, insider, you can make it up. But yeah, she has extra insights on the industry. That's golden. These help tremendously with my research. It makes it so much quicker to find, you know, connections between the politicians' stock trades and the ones that are really, really interesting, really good, possibly. That's what I like to look into, man. So trust me when I tell you this. I have been researching this stuff for the last 3 years. I am probably top 100 in the world in terms of people that just know stuff about politician stock trading. I've been tracking it for a long, long time. I know what's useful. I know what's not useful. This is useful. Alteneir is curated for investors that want to track politician stock trades. So if you guys want to use this and take yourselves to the next level, all you got to do is tap the link in my bio or just look up altoneer.com and you'll find it. That's all for this video. Peace out.